During notification, only valid posting.
Yes. All right, man. See ya. I'm up. All right.
Putting those two names together and jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
We about to change this shit. Sick of this.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an
opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, look up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackle was made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that can happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction. Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Van Buren. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Man, it's always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to...
Oh, bro, what type of shit is that, bro? Let me turn around.
So true, too. Think about the Big 12 conference. It just seems like teams get caught sleeping. So, you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs...
Get out of my game, bro.
Every week, they've got to have their team ready
Fuck
to
out.
go, and it starts today.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Got some room in to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking to throw, it's Russell.
I pushed the wrong button.
Right side.
Fuck.
It's intercepted. Looking for more room.
I've been doing that shit all year, bro.
After the interception, runs it back to the 37.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football.
Damn, bro, I gotta lock in, bro. God damn.
And forcing the turnover.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This series dates back to 18.
Oh, man. Oh, bro.
Odd pace, guys. Historically, the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other, man. You can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Paul. These two teams are ballers. And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. And a decent gain there defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. To the air, it's Russell. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Creates a little space. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always running, just exhausting.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He'll pull it on the read. And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Dances away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Quick pass on the jet motion.
Didn't touch nobody. Touch nobody, though.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 30.
You don't touch nobody, though? It's crazy.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Come on, we get another stop.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Van Buren. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted a first half offense rolls onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. You're throwing it right away. Seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out of the pocket. Sure hands. It's Horton there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of knowing. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the quarterback to run. A run for the quarterback. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. A designed run for the quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
It's just so nice to have a center who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They'll corral that squib kick just inside the 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Anderson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
It's a really nice catch there, and I know LSU goes by the moniker of DBU, but you take a look at all the draft picks they've had in recent years. With this guy and his talent, they may be getting consideration soon joining teams like Alabama and Ohio State for wide receiver. This guy is really good.
We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside neck. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes
Man, he broke off for that.
Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Virginia Tech picked a bad day to have a bad day. The once proud tradition Frank Beamer built there in Blacksburg, they're a long way from that right now. They're trailing by 21 to Texas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hands it off. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Really good looking run. You think about the legacy Alabama has in the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
Y'all niggas ain't blocking nobody.
3 yards on the play.
All right, bro.
You know, the
Let's see
runner
what type of
just
game
has
it's
to
gonna be.
have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Throwing right. Got him downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There he's striking distance at the 37.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Beck's going for the goal line. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Bama! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Ready to try the point after.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here's the third interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical tackle through the air, Jesse.
other traits that actually qualify him as a leader, as a good person to be around, and excel.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to the ground with the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown time!
You know, this offense knew coming into this season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense. That's your job. Just scout up front, stuff around the play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. On 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. They've got the screen set up. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Durham. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Pucks it out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient, like not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Shakes off the defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. High the chains now on second and long. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
The argument that hurt him.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Adams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Russell. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And that is such a gut punch for this defense because you're trailing in the game. You're trying to get off the field. You think you got the quarterback in the backfield for a sack, and he's able to escape scramble and go pick up the first down. That is a killer. If you're the defensive coordinator, you've now got to find more ways to get pressure on this guy to get him on the ground.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on third and long. Back to pass, it's Russell. With the catch, it's Hawkins. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
She is having some kind of regret.
Alabama comes to the line with first and 10.
Couldn't take it anymore.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring it.
Touchdown, Alabama! Great job by the back on the option. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Hold on, bro. My son failed, bro. Hold on, bro. Damn. Hold on, bro. Where is it? Yeah, be careful, man. Sheesh. Damn. Yeah, bro. He ready. He good, bro. Damn. Crazy ass.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Tight end now in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it.
To the air, it's Van Buren. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down.
Yeah, that was crazy how he threw that. Came off like noodle on.
Great play by the defender and great timing. It was a hit that forced that incompletion.
What no hit?
This offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. With the catch, it's Anderson. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit, man. They've won the day, especially against the pass. They've gotten to the quarterback. They've hit him. They forced him to throw off his back foot on that one. They've had 3 interceptions in this game. What a day for this defense.
Oh, I ain't think you would throw that, bro.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Trying to hit the sideline on the right. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, the defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Got his man on the outside. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Runs through the tackle. Not a lot of movement on them with the defense in position. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit.
Bro, get out of your route, bro.
And we need more of
no
this.
Check down.
Defense,
Come on,
they
run the
have
route.
let this guy had too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. The play action fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Y'all on the way home? She win?
Leaves it with the running back.
Yeah.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Damn, that's 7 o'clock already.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet.
Do what?
So it's 7 o'clock already. Sorry.
Looking down
Okay,
the
maybe
field.
the
It's
first
Van
off
Buren.
purple cookies.
Get it out on the
That's what they
screen.
play tonight. Purple cookies.
And brought down.
That's their name? That's crazy.
Now the fingers.
That's
We reached
crazy.
the break, and Alabama has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of 4th down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there.
Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Anderson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
This defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket.
Oh, shit.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Van Buren. Pressure coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him. They've been hitting him. And that's a big reason why they've got such a big lead here in the fourth.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt.
Damn.
No
That's
good.
upright.
And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Makes the catch. It's Horton. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Unloads to the wideout. Got it. He'll be stopped.
Man, that ain't a touchdown, bro.
They'll have it 1st and goal.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like they're staying aggressive late in the game. They built a cushion. They built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to win.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators will tell you we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the beatdown has ensued. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Here's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And his passing attack has not been great today. He just hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
No, it's the other way.
The Tide with the 1st and 10.
That's it. It's right here. It's right here.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Into the end zone. On target to the left.
It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. Hey, look. You see the lock on the door? No. Where your handle? Where your hand is? On the handle, right there.
In that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one mistake is okay. Those usually aren't the ones that are going to kill you. So one mistake, back-to-back weeks, that's fine. You just can't make multiple. But the team's winning this week, which is the most important stat that he cares about.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Illinois answered the bell away from Champaign today with an impressive victory. The Fighting Illini knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. generally the mark of a really good team. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Didn't get much on first down and 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless of whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.